Don't disrespect
No, you can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect
You can't
me.
intimidate me.
Don't disrespect
You can't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who do you
disrespect
think you are?
Daniel, don't disrespect me. Can't put this strike.
Anthony Joshua did not take the disrespect he received from Daniel Dubois lightly. Dubois boldly declared that their upcoming fight would be Joshua's last, promising to deliver a brutal knockout from which Joshua would never recover. This comment struck a nerve with Joshua, who responded with fury. He unleashed harsh words, declaring that it'd be Dubois who would be left resting forever after their bout. Of course, Dubois did not take Joshua's statement well too. The tension between the two fighters escalated rapidly, and what happened next was nothing short of explosive. Both men, fueled by anger and pride, abruptly stood up from their chairs as if a brawl was about to break out right then and there. Just from watching, you could feel the electricity in the air as the two boxers, towering and imposing, squared off in the heated confrontation.
No, don't disrespect me on my life.
No, it's okay.
I want this little boy. Don't disrespect me, bro.
Good. No.
Luckily, security acted swiftly, immediately stepping in to prevent the two fighters from coming to blows. The promoters on both sides were strict about avoiding any pre-fight injuries or bloodshed that could jeopardize the highly anticipated match. The intervention was timely and necessary. The promoters, understanding the stakes and the immense buildup to this fight, knew that any premature altercation could not only risk the fighter's health, but also dampen the excitement and anticipation surrounding the event. Ensuring the fighters remain in peak condition for the actual bout is crucial, and any unintended scuffle could have disastrous consequences.
Daniel, don't take disrespect lightly, you know. Don't sit on the table telling me we can go now and do all of this and that, and try to call me out.
But let's be honest. We all secretly hoped for some fireworks during that interview, right? I'd be lying if I said I didn't expect some kind of confrontation. This is every boxing fan's dream, watching your two favorite fighters go head-to-head, not just in the ring, but in a heated exchange of words. Anyone who claims to be a boxing fan and says they wanted the interview to remain peaceful probably isn't a true fan. It's the anticipation of the clash, the psychological warfare, and the verbal jabs that set the stage for an epic showdown. Watching Joshua and Dubois nearly come to blows gives us something to look forward to. It brings intensity to the buildup, making the eventual fight even more compelling. Everyone understands that Joshua does not want to be disrespected. However, there seems to be a deeper reason behind Dubois's blatant disrespect toward his fellow Brit. It turns out there is indeed more to this story. Let's start with some background information. Anthony Joshua is quickly approaching his chance to become a three-time world champion. He is set to face Daniel Dubois at Wembley Stadium on September 21st, a fight that promises to be a monumental event in boxing history. Joshua has spent the past year or so working diligently to get back to winning ways, following back-to-back losses to the current undisputed king of the heavyweight division, Alexander Usyk. These defeats were a significant blow to Joshua's career, but they also served as a catalyst for his renewed focus and determination. In the same way, Daniel Dubois faced a tough challenge against Usyk last August. Dubois had a controversial moment in that fight, knocking Usyk down with what was ruled an illegal low blow. Despite this setback, Dubois has remained undeterred and is keen on proving himself against Joshua. Since then, Dubois has impressively stopped both Jarrell Miller and Filip Hrgović, victories that have set the stage for this highly anticipated clash of two big punchers later this summer. These wins have certainly bolstered Dubois' confidence and standing in the boxing community. However, they also underscore the intense rivalry and disrespect that has been brewing between him and Joshua. So, is this recent success the reason Joshua felt disrespected? Partly, but there's more to the story. The root of the disrespect lies in Joshua's recent struggles and the losses he has endured. Despite his recent victories, Joshua has had to overcome significant challenges, and these setbacks have made him a target for criticism and doubt. For a boxer, accumulating losses instead of wins can be a devastating blow to their career and reputation. In the world of boxing, where every match can significantly impact a fighter's standing, each loss chips away at their image and credibility. This harsh reality is precisely what Joshua has been grappling with recently. Popular heavyweight Dillian Whyte has a history with Joshua that spans both amateur and professional ranks. Their first encounter was in the amateurs, where Whyte emerged victorious. However, their paths crossed again in the professional arena, and this time Joshua secured a stoppage victory over Whyte in December 2015, claiming the British title. In the process, Whyte then offers some words: tough fight. I think Joshua needs to get to Dubois early. If Dubois gets confidence, he's a massive problem. He needs to jump on him early. because if Dubois starts double jabbing and throwing combinations, it could be a long night for Joshua. When asked for advice regarding his former opponent Joshua's upcoming fight against Dubois, Dillian Whyte simply stated that Joshua is well aware of what he needs to do. Whyte emphasized that Joshua's experience should guide him, especially considering Dubois' younger age, implying that Joshua understands the necessary tactics without needing obvious pointers.
It's just different. He knows what he's going to do. He knows Dubois is younger than him, been a GB squad. He's just trying to control him and trying to get that I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you, and older than you mentality over him. That's all. Dubois stood up for himself. He didn't back down. So yeah, and that's what we want to see in boxing. We don't want to see rubbish fights. We want to see excitement.
Former cruiserweight world champion Tony Bellew has weighed in on the eagerly anticipated matchup between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. It appears that everyone, including Bellew, is eager to offer their insights and predictions about this upcoming bout. Now, this is the nature of fame. It compels people to share their thoughts and expectations about the outcomes of major sporting events. Bellew explained that he believes Dubois' engine is the only area in which he bests Joshua. I think Daniel's a brilliant fighter, and he proved me completely wrong against Filip Hrgovic. I thought he was phenomenal. Bellew then added, the only thing Dubois matches Joshua on is his engine and work rate. He might have that slight advantage. Tony Bellew offered praise for Anthony Joshua, acknowledging him not just as a good fighter, but as a great one. Bellew highlighted Joshua's exceptional work ethic, emphasizing that he has witnessed firsthand Joshua's dedication and determination in training and competition. Bellew also made it clear that while Daniel Dubois is regarded highly, Joshua's skills and commitment elevate him to a higher level in Bellew's estimation. But let's just weigh it up. Everything Daniel Dubois is good at, Anthony Joshua is just that bit better at. He's a bit quicker, he's a fair bit stronger. Technically, he's ahead of him. Despite Bellew's high praise for Joshua, Frank Warren holds a different view. Warren has asserted that Daniel Dubois will be dangerous throughout the entire fight against Anthony Joshua later this year. Currently enjoying a strong run of form, Dubois has impressed in recent outings with two notable stoppage victories over Jarrell Miller and Filip Hrgovic. Frank Warren, who has guided Dubois since his professional debut, remains steadfast in his support and is brimming with confidence as Dubois heads into this highly anticipated clash with Joshua. He'll do it when he does it. He's dangerous at any moment in the fight, said Warren when speaking with Box Nation. I want AJ to engage with him. I don't want him to go on his back foot like in his second fight with Ruiz and what he did with Usyk. So many people have their own opinions about these two fighters, but the one that matters most is yours. What are your thoughts on this upcoming fight? Please share them in the comments below.